Hey everyone, this is me Divya, and today I'm here for making a video on a very controversial topic, that is how the Indian education system is slowly killing the true potential of the Indian youth. India has turned into a land of competition where every youngster thrives for a job with high salary, low pressure, and that what needs less time to be spent on. Hence, this proves the irony of this country, and all of this should be blamed on only one thing, that is the Indian education system. Now, you might be wondering why and why not. Let me explain to you the truth of our country's education system. So basically, we live in a country where marks is given for writing and memorizing the exact things written in our textbook. It may sound sad, but it's actually true that a student's future in our country is basically judged by this exact rote and throughout process. The more you memorize and write, the more marks you get. Unpopular opinion, but our country, India, is raising employees and not leaders. I would like to repeat, India is raising employees and not leaders. A country where everything is just forced upon the students. Well, you might have seen such examples where suppose a student does have enough potential and merits in subjects in the field of extracurricular activity that the Indian education system considers as extracurricular activity, like arts and crafts, singing, dancing, sports, etc., and any other creative subjects like that. But he or she is not so good in academics, we don't consider him as a merited student. Why? Oh no, because he or she is not so good in academics, he or she is average in academics, so we won't consider him as a merited student. Rejected. Why? This mindset has been developed from the falls of the Indian education system itself. You might have seen such scenarios where the parents just go on flexing their children like, oh, my daughter's an engineer, my son's a doctor, my daughter's a pilot, or the amount of praise and the applause the elders and the guardians give to the youngsters when they score 90% in boards, or they crack any exam like IIT, UPSC, NEET, or any other competitive exam you may consider. I'm not saying it's not good. You must praise your children. You ought to praise your children because the amount of good results they are getting and the success they are achieving is because of the hard work. They have toiled day and night. They have worked hard. That's why they have achieved their success. You ought to praise your children. You must praise your children. I mean, comparatively, if you see, it's always about how much the child is getting in academics. Like, oh, she has got 90% in boards. Oh, he has got science. He has got commerce. We are so proud of him. But most of the time, it's never he or she is so good in arts, she is so good in dance, I'm thinking of letting my son or my daughter pursue this passion. It's never like this. In very rare cases, we will find these cases. Now, back to the point where I was saying that India is raising employees and not leaders. How? Well, if you check upon other countries like Russia, USA, UK, Germany, or a city like London or any such places like that, blah blah blah, you will see that the students are made to analyze, debate, and think practically for each subject. If they give any wrong opinion, the teachers correct them and make them understand everything logically. However, in India, the thing is the exact opposite. If you fail to give the correct answer, you are looked down upon. Yes, students here are rewarded for memorizing things and not understanding. Well, it's never how much the students love the subject or how much the students understanding the subject or how much he or she can relate to the subject, but it's always about how much he or she can gobble up the text in their textbooks. Like in India education system in India's education system, everything is just written theoretically and it's never practically, and that's why everything in India is getting so messed up that the Indian youth is losing its true potential. You may hate me for saying all of these controversial things on my video, but I think it's my honest opinion that the Indian education system must bring a change in itself. Thank you.